Okay.
So what's the plan?
Trinity's gonna talk. Address the group. So I know that I'm a little difficult sometimes, and I've done some things that are questionable, but I do appreciate you all coming to save me, and I'm sorry I've put you all in some compromising situations, especially you, Divenna. I know I never really said sorry for poisoning you or drugging you.
You did what?
I thought that was known.
Cool. Awesome.
Well, I'm sorry nonetheless.
When did you do this?
You remember feeling drugged the morning after the...
No, I just knew I went because I was really, really tired.
You felt hungover the morning after.
And you hadn't drunk anything.
Okay.
So
Well, you weren't hungover. I drugged you.
Cool.
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry you almost died coming to get me yesterday.
It wouldn't be the first
Over
time.
my mistake. And as a token of my appreciation, I'm offering you my periaptive wound closure. Since you saved my life, the next one will be on me, if you want it.
I feel like I do really want it, but you also get into more situations that you might be alone and need it more than me.
Well, I mean, I owe you a life debt, so that will be my way of, even if I'm not there,
I mean,
we're even.
how about you just come save me next time? Because then you have to stay with us.
Deal.
Okay. Because Amadine's done more than her share of that, saving me. She's probably like 3 or 4 times by now.
I mean,
You're always
if
too far away
who's
from me.
counting? I just happen to be very nimble and on the saving Divenna game.
And besides, we have to learn how to swim. You have to stay with us.
They don't know about that. Can we please?
Not do that.
Sorry, Trinity needs to teach me how to swim, guys. I don't know how to swim.
Yeah, let's go watch Trinity teach Divenna how to swim.
I'm just saying in general. Please continue with your... Sorry,
No,
I
that
screwed
was-
up your
that was
whole,
all I had to
your whole
say.
mood.
Really?
I
Nobody
mean,
else you feel like you should
everyone else
apologize
did
to?
come to save
apologize
you
to everyone.
too.
Okay.
I said first to everybody, I'm sorry I put you on compromising situations. Amadine, do you feel like you need to be singled out in particular?
No, I just think that perhaps Monty should be apologized to still, since you never really did that.
I did apologize for kicking him.
You apologized to me. He just like looks up at you, tail wagging a little bit. He did just as much saving down there as anybody else.
You're sweet, Monty. Thank you. I'm sorry I kicked you, but I did also give you food. So I hope that you can forgive me.
Can you cast Speak with Animals on him? Oh.
But Monty lets out a bark.
And you're really good in a fight.
Oh, right, 'cause Monty is an animal. Can't cast Speak with Animals on the animal.
Trinity's gonna go throw up now. This is a,
After all that lovely food I
this is
just
a,
cooked.
whole, a whole new life. Whole new life. Turn it over a new leaf.
Least of a breakfast.
Well, we like to anyway. At least I do, you know.
Also, can you now help me sew things into my clothes?
Fine. I was trying to read some more, but I guess I can help you sew things.
Thank you.
So while anyone else is figuring stuff out, we're trying to sew weapons into Trinity's clothing, hiding spots and such, so that next time she's taken, she has a weapon.
Okay. What are you trying to sew into your clothing?
Specifically, one thing that can pick a lock, and then something. It doesn't have to be like a full blown knife, but something sharp enough to like cut rope, even if it takes time.
I mean, we can potentially get like a poniard or another type of long and thin knife or dagger.
I have one
Cool.
in my tools.
I also have a flancing knife, if that helps.
And something like a garrote might be useful too. That's usually pretty easy to sew into clothing. You just put it around the entire hem.
Do I have one of those?
Not saying that I know this.
Probably not.
Yeah, I know I have a knife.
I have wire
Yeah.
that we could make into a garrote.
You do. Yeah, you do have wire as well, but you don't have
Just have to make
specifically.
some sort of handles on the end.
I'd
so,
probably get bored and go wander. Look for Jeff again.
Got a crush
You
on
should
Jeff?
pick up your dog armor.
I should pick up my dog. Maybe I'll ask Jeff for an escort.
I don't think we should travel alone.
Yeah, so I said I'll ask Jeff for an escort.
Jeff, we don't know who Jeff is.
Oh, Jeff's great.
She's got thoughts for Jeff, man.
I don't know if he's my type, but he's good to have in a pinch.
He's a good listener.
He is.
At least let Velgrath
Can
go
you
with
run faster than him though? That's the important part.
I mean, the important part is that I can,
That if you have to escape, you can run faster than him.
I suppose.
At least let Velgrath go with you.
If you're up for a day trip,
Yeah. I feel as though we do need to stay here.
although I have a suspicion, possibly, although with all the chaos, maybe not, but it's possible if I check with Jeff that my dog armor was actually delivered to the estate already, and we don't actually have to go anywhere. That's what I was thinking. I'd go talk to Jeff for.
No more traveling alone. Or if you do, let people know where you are.
She would go pick up her dog armor.
And I
Which
never
you paid
travel
for.
alone. I always have Monty with me.
That's true. A giant dog might put off some people.
So you go and check with someone to see if
I don't find Jeff.
you can go find Jeff. I guess.
I want to find Jeff.
You
I
go
bonded
find
with Jeff.
yeah.
We're friends now. And
Yeah.
it's okay if Jeff doesn't have the info. He can connect me, whoever does.
But is it
Yeah.
Jeff with a J or Jeff with a G?
It's Jeff with a J.
It's Jeff with a J. Come on. Jeff is classier than that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to all Jeffs with a G.
You know, though. You know.
I think Jeff with a G is classier, so there.
Sure.
G off.
It's like GIF and GIF.
Yeah.
We all know the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You go find Jeff.
Thank you.
He says, I don't know if anyone would have delivered anything here.
Do you know who would know?
Maybe check with guards at the front gate.
Cool. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your breakfast?
It was delicious. Did you guys enjoy your breakfast?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see you at lunch.
Normally prefer more mushroom-based things, but you know, it's fine. Fruit. That's good too. Yeah.
It's good to broaden the diet. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do mushrooms for lunch.
I'll hold you to that.
All right. I
You
feel like I'm
go-
just taking over the kitchen.
Well, not like anyone else will. You go to the front gate, talk to them, and they inform you that they don't believe anyone has come by with armor.
All right, cool. Then, yeah, Velgrath, you and I head out into the town. I kind of,
I'm gonna come to.
then we definitely don't need
We're
guards.
sewing stuff
Yeah,
into
you're-
your
Oh, that's
clothes.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
You're like trying to walk out and she's pulling.
Like, I'm not doing your work for you.
Which make a dexterity check for that.
With proficiency or not? Because I have sewn stuff into clothing before.
You have, but you're not proficient with tailoring.
Natural 20.
Nice.
16.
Okay.
And it has to be obviously like sewn in a way that I can open it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say that you managed to sew in first the garrote, and
Obviously, I know this, but what is a grot?
The piano wire
piano wire, yeah.
to strangle someone.
Oh, okay.
Wire,
No, I mean I knew that, but
wire
for the fans.
that's like sharp, right?
Not necessarily.
Doesn't
Usually,
have to
though,
be,
it's
yeah.
braided or twisted, so it's stronger than just like a regular chap wire or something.
It has to be thin enough that it can, cut into their neck a bit.
It's most useful for the strangling part, though.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, it's not the type of thing you would
And it will
rub
often
against
crush
something
the
to
windpipe.
cut. Like, it's not serrated. It
Yeah,
couldn't
no.
cut anything. Okay, cool. Just wondering.
And I guess if you used it in that way, but yeah.
I'll take a walk.
Yeah, it's not really sharp.
Why the similarity between... Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
I think it's important.
So you sew that in. You also managed to sew in a lockpick. Figuring out how and where to sew in something larger like a knife or something that can be held and used as a weapon will be a bit trickier. Not necessarily because it's difficult to sew it in, but you also want it to be hidden. Yeah.
We'll figure out a way to get some throwing knives in there or something.
About how many guards have I gotten a sense that there is on the grounds as I've been going around?
Ooh, I have an idea of where to put the knife. Sorry.
In the guard.
Make a pocket in the boot that's sewn closed.
Sure. Problem solved.
That'll get you 2 knives, at least.
There's probably about 50 or so guards, mostly on the perimeter of the estate. Some of them within. 50 guards, and then within the estate, there's probably 30 or so inquisitors.
Okay. Then I am going to ask for 2 guards from the estate to come with us. I feel like they can spare 2.
They say, yeah, we should be able to accomplish that. You wait a few minutes while they run it up the chain, and then...
Appreciate it, fellas. Breakfast was good, right?
Okay. You head out into the city. Go ahead and make perception checks. Who all was going?
Me, Monty.
Well, are we done sewing?
No.
No, not yet.
Okay. Then no.
It's gonna take a while.
15.
Let's see. Hang on. I rolled a natural 20, but that gives me 23 altogether.
All right.
And then Monty is going to be that plus that 24 for Monty.
Okay. Go out into the city. You do definitely notice a lot of tension in the crowds. People were talking in more hushed voices. While walking on the way there, you actually hear a fight break out. You don't see it. They're a bit, like probably a couple of streets over, but you hear a lot of shouting. You do catch a few things, including "You Stonefoot son of a bitch, I'm gonna fucking kill you," along with "How can you support a family that's kept their foot on our necks our entire lives?"
Can I get a sense, does it seem like, how's the best way to describe this? Like, is it a group of people ganging up on a person, or does it seem to be a fairly even matched?
Based on the amount of shouting, it seems fairly even.
Okay. I don't care. Do you want it? They said, but...
I feel like we should do as much as we can to de-escalate potential situations.
Okay.
Sorry, this might be a little bit of a detour.
Boys, guess we're gonna go play hero again.
It takes maybe 30 seconds or so to run to the crowd, and the guards actually rush in and start to sort of break up some of the opposing people. And are you sort of trying to break people up? Because by the time you get there, it starts to sort of devolve into a fist fight.
I'm standing on the outskirts of it.
I try and break it up.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
So much.
9.
Although, if anyone comes at me, I'm ready for it.
Too bad it wasn't acrobatics, but still. 9.
Okay.
Number 9.
Number 9?
Number 9.
Number 9?
You start to break them up, but in the process, you do take a few punches. But within about a minute or so, more guards have rushed into the area and are keeping the peace now. But you do take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna try to see if I can spot the guy that was the shout that was "You Stonefoot bastard." Like, see if I can figure out who that was directed at by like the Warren people. Another perception check.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, you get, based on the number of people crowding around him, and the fact that his face is beaten to a pulp, you're guessing that this is probably the Stonefoot bastard that was mentioned before.
And it's cleared up enough as the fighting kind of stopped.
Yeah, the guards have pushed people away
I'm
and
gonna approach him and
Okay.
help him off the ground or whatever. Ask him if he's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Get your hands off me.
I could heal anything if you'd like, sir.
I'm fine.
They seem to be ganging up on you back there. I just wanted to make sure you got out of it okay.
Make a persuasion check.
Trying to ingratiate myself to persuasion. 16.
Yeah, I guess he touches his lip and I guess I can take some healing.
Clean you up a little bit. Cast Cure Wound.
Okay.
I think that's... Ooh, well, that's not going to do much good. But 7 hit points.
Good to know.
Yeah. He's...
Most of the cuts close up. The bruises seem to shrink a bit.
And after this, I was hoping you'd have a minute for a couple questions. I notice everyone seems very convinced the Stonefoots did it, and I think that's a very silly assumption, and I'd really like to get someone with your perspectives and insight.
And I agree, it is a completely ludicrous assumption. Why would we want to cause this? Potentially cause a civil war in Plumberg.
You're part of the family then?
Not exactly. I like to say I'm a distant cousin.
Supportive? Yeah.
But
You know
I
them
do
pretty
agree
well.
with you that
Yeah.
civil war is definitely not what we want here, and I just hope that you take our gesture on good faith that, you know, we are here for a good cause, and we will do what we can to make sure that things do not escalate any further.
I appreciate it, especially because I'm completely certain that the Stonefoots did not do this.
I think they're being framed, if anything.
I completely agree.
I don't think they're doing themselves any favors by locking themselves away from the city, though. They need to come out and tell their side of the story, don't you think?
Would people even believe it?
You would. I would. Who knows? but they'll definitely won't believe anything that they say much longer.
Well, does your family have any reason to distrust the actual city guard or just other houses? Because maybe an emissary from your house could have city guard protection.
Not just city guard, our protection.
You know, I don't know exactly who you are. I'm not sure who you can protect, but
Monty growls.
we trust the city guard, yes. Doesn't exactly help that a lot of those vein sense guard are mixed in with those right now.
Is there any way you think you could get one of us into the Stonefoot family's home just so we can speak to them and maybe convince them to tell their side of the story?
Go and make another persuasion check.
All right. Please be good. Woo! Natural 20 plus 2.
Yeah, I might be able to pull something through. I mean, I may be a distant cousin, but I've got some sway there. I'm going to go ahead and say, because his persuasion roll was very low, or his roll was very low, with your passive insight, he's probably exaggerating his sway and how connected he is with the family, but
It's more connected than we are.
he does seem to believe that he can get you in.
All right. Every family's got one of those guys that just like lurks on the corners and shows up when they need
So you're
something.
saying we're family?
Could we
The island of misfit
possibly meet you for drinks later in the evening, and maybe you'll be able to come back with some news?
1 second. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll be at the Crackling Pete Inn.
Crackling Pigton.
Crackling Pete.
Crackling Pete.
I thought you were just doing your thing.
Maybe I will. Perfect. Thank you. We will meet you there at the crowing of the eve. Dinner time.
Okay. Wait, he turns around but then stops and turns back to you. When exactly do you eat dinner?
That's a great question. When would work for you?
How about 8?
Okay,
8 p.m.
Yeah. I'm assuming I asked his name during some point of this conversation. Or did I?
You probably didn't, but if you think of it now, then
I shout after and be like, your name, sir. I'm so sorry. I can't believe. I'm Amadine. This is Velgrath. Monty.
His name is Rendar Rock Ankle.
Thanks, Randy.
Looks just above the Stonefoots. Thank you, sir. We will see you at 8 p.m.
Yep.
That is quite possibly the laziest name you've done yet.
Right?
And that's with Jeff in there.
Rendar is a great name. It's
It's not the Rendar that was lazy.
Related to the Stonefoot.
Next one's gonna be like Boulder Knee or something like that.
Older me.
Boulder toe.
Pebble teeth.
I'm proud of that one, actually. So, let's go ahead and say that you continue on your way to get Monty's armor.
armor. It's the
You get there, and I believe it was a woman that you placed. Yeah, female dwarf you placed the order with.
Karen.
She looks surprised. Oh, you're back.
From the dead.
I honestly didn't know. We haven't really been told all of what happened up at the Drakehart estate. Is Ulfgar still alive?
I
Were you
mean,
there?
it's
When she
crazy.
ordered it?
Can't remember.
Yeah.
She used the Ulfgar's name
To
to
like
It was us.
Right.
to guarantee
It was
that they
us
had the
three.
money to do it.
It was us.
to
three.
vouch for.
Would my character think that it's common knowledge, or that she should perhaps hold her tongue on this?
You're pretty street smart.
Yeah.
You would probably think it's best to hold your tongue.
Yeah. Give her a vague sort of. It's crazy. We're all. There's been a lot of death. We really just came for the armor. We're kind of in a hurry.
Oh,
Shut
okay.
down.
Yeah, we did have it ready.
I appreciate it so much. As you can imagine, we really need it now.
Apparently, hands it over, and it's already been paid for. So.
Yeah. I'm putting it on him right now.
Okay.
Strap him in.
She actually helps you to
Thank you.
shows you the straps where it needs to be done, and shows you how to put it on, and it is a very good fit.
Yay! Thank you
So-
so much.
No, he just
What's
needs to
Monty's current AC?
Monty's current AC is 15.
Okay. So it should now be 17.
Fuck yeah.
Go Monty.
Is my armor class.
And he's a dog.
He's meant to be my tank. It's what he's supposed to be tough.
What's your AC?
Mine's 15.
18, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's 18. 19.
Oh, 19.
All right. Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. Have a lovely day. Don't go out too late. The city's weird right now.
Yeah, that's not my name, but okay. I don't know what her name is anymore, but that probably wasn't it.
What if it was?
She doesn't even know her own name anymore. She's been called the wrong one so many times.
That's the kind of confidence I have.
Are you returning to the estate?
I don't see any reason not to.
Yeah.
Okay. Make it back, no further instance. That's where we will take our break.